Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, February 15th. We are looking at window traders. Market profile of the ES and SPY. And after some real erratic price movement yesterday throughout the day, so far, pre-market and overnight, we've been stuck again inside of yesterday's range. So not much is going to happen until we try to start getting away from that. We're still firmly in balance on the daily. The monthly is an inside month up. The weekly is an inside week coming into this week. And 2 days into the week, it's still an inside week from last week. So this market is starting to tighten. It's starting to get ready for some kind of MGI to take it out of this balance. It's a fairly large balance the way I'm incorporating it, 418 down to 405. I'm just rounding it out. So at some point when we break out of that, it should be with some good extension. As far as the game plan for this morning, now, there's not a lot in here down at this level. I did use J's an afternoon pullback, but I'm not so sure how much I'd want to lean on that, especially with the overnight low now below pretty good from there. I'd rather lean against the overnight low for a possible long the first time to see if they front run it, like a lot of times we see. Same with the overnight high. What I do think is going to happen if we're able to get up above here, okay? There should be stops up here, right? Traders will do what's worked until it doesn't work anymore. Well, they shorted it in ACHKLM, right? So they continue to do it. They'll do it again if it goes up there. Now, is that still a decent short if it goes up there? Well, in the next 75 minutes, if our overnight high is still down here, then that's something to be a little more cautious about, because right off the bat, you would have the overnight high for buyers if you get up to this point. You can still take the short, but I would certainly have a stop right above C's high. Okay, A and C were poor weak yesterday in ES and SPY. So again, I would think a couple of points above C's high. There's going to be a lot of stops there. Now, that sell tail was rather large. So I don't know if there's enough stops to propel it to take out yesterday's high, because we know how they play games there. But you can certainly have enough stops and momentum buying to take back a bunch of this sell tail if we get above C's high. So keep that in mind if we get to this level. On the flip side, if we don't hold J's low or the overnight low, well, then the next destination is obviously yesterday's low. And then below that, the big one would be as we get to the bottom of our balance. Now, we're still pretty far away from that right now, so I'm not going to put that into play just yet. Right now where we are, I would let this market form. There's nothing really here that would interest me to want to really take a long or a short right away. Again, there's 75 minutes to go. A lot can change, but if we are to open in this level, let it start painting its picture prior to taking a trade, because I think you would get a lot of chop inside of this range. And then just quickly on the charts. Now, people ask me, why do I go over these continually morning and night? Because repetition is good. Repetition gets you in a mindset when the market does get very busy, that the more you do this, the more you know where those very, very visual levels are without even having to go to the chart, because it's ingrained in your head. So I think it's a good thing. The monthly is up, inside month up for now. The weekly is up to balance with an inside week. And the daily, to me, is a 9-day balance, waiting for more market-generated information to see which way we come out of it. The 20-day keeps creeping up, by the way. It is now above our balance low and last week's low. So that would be very interesting if we do come down at some point. The 20 will be your first line of defense against both the one-time framing in the weekly and our balance low. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.